the micro pantry just kind of grew out of this recognition that this is easy. It's so easy to help other people around food. But in my role as a moral leader, I'm so sorry, in my role as a moral leader in the community, I started to get connected to the Food Security Task Force in Medford, and I started to recognize that this was not just those people over there who were unhoused in Malden. There were hungry people in Medford. Tom Hathaway at Hillside actually saw this micro food pantry model before I did, and we installed one at his church a year and a half ago in connection with our youth community service project that we do every summer. So we have this thing called AM to PM. We curate a week's worth of community service experiences that touch on everything from homelessness to hunger to elders to the environment. So we give the kids experiences in all of those ways of orienting towards service, but also justice concerns. So we do some teaching. Anyway, last summer we installed the first micro pantry at Tom's church, and I was like immediately jealous. I said, I want one of those at my church because it would be a way for us without a building to be able to be present in the community and express who we are and what mattered to us, the kind of church that we were, right? So anyway, long story short, we installed the second micro food pantry this summer with the AM to PM kids. So they, painted it and flyered the neighborhood and told people about it. And then it has just kind of taken off, primarily through social media. So we do a lot of social media attending. This morning I got there, the pantry was literally almost empty, which is rarely happens. And I posted a picture and, in 2 hours it was full. We kept seeing on social media, we should have one of these in every neighborhood, blah, blah, blah. So actually last Wednesday, we called a meeting, we put it out on social media. We had 15 people from the community that are not associated with the church raising their hand and saying, we want to take responsibility for building a partnership with another faith community, and we'll take responsibility for making sure that it gets posted. And so we're talking about having a page for the Medford Micro Food Pantry mission. Sanctuary will serve as the fiduciary for fundraising, for sort of driving things and taking responsibility for making sure people understand that there's consistency and a brand, because we want them to all be the same color and people know what to look for. We've begun to develop. So anyway, we have plans for 4 more. So there's 2 already. 1 more is going in September. That's happening in partnership with a community service group at Tufts University, which is one of the things that has happened out of this whole food ministry is we partnered with the first year Tufts students community service program called Focus. We got a grant from Tufts Neighborhood Service Fund for $2,000, and I think I already told you about this, packed 25,000 dried meals that got distributed. We raised like $9,000 like that. There's a bunch of different partnerships. There's sort of 5 different organizations that invested into that event, but primarily it was 80 kids from Tufts and 80 people from the community, almost none of which were from our church. So it was this model of saying to the community, we have an opportunity for you to spread love. And that's the way we're talking about it. We do it because of our faith, but you don't have to be a person of faith. You can spread love just by being John Q. Public, So we're giving people a chance to spread love, and they get to feel like they've been of use, and then we are able to serve people who are hungry. And so it's really been it's actually been inspiring. And so that's the story of the food ministry. It's kind of this meal packing thing. It's grounded in our history, but it has kind of blossomed out of that sense that we know how to do this. This is something that's not hard.